Guess who's back?
It's us, Ray and Chauncey, from the Eclectic Corner Podcast.
That is right. That is right. Another week here. Another 2 weeks, actually. We record every 2 weeks. So
yes, every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. So,
unless there's an emergency or we forget.
Yes. Well, hopefully we don't forget.
Not so far.
We ain't that old. Today's show we have four good segments. Mm-hmm. And also a very, very good PSA. You know, we're going to end it with a little bit on a serious note here today. Yeah. You know, just to show you guys how eclectic we are. You know, from fun to
we have to mix it up.
Yeah, mix it up. You know, so we have Disney's new shows are coming out.
Yes.
All right. And we have also a segment on couples costumes.
Yep. Halloween's coming up, so got to get ready.
Alternate realities.
Yes.
You know, so we're going to see how history would have been different, or today would have been different if history was altered.
Right.
You know, in a different dimension or world or verse or...
Yeah.
I don't know.
We can talk about the mechanics of that.
We can talk about it later.
A little bit.
And then last, guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
You know, so like always, you can always check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, also on some good platforms, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, you know, so check us out.
Yep.
All right, Chauncey, how's your week been? How was your weekend?
Pretty good. I'm going to say pretty good.
Good?
Yeah.
Just good?
Yeah.
Nothing interesting happened?
I mean, I had a Minecraft podcast on Saturday. Didn't do super great. But before that, on Thursday, I think it was, I was doing an EVE Online podcast.
Okay.
And I got a raid from one of the other streamers as they were like ending their show.
Okay.
And brought 93 viewers to my stream. So.
Okay. Look at that.
It was great. And got like 6 new followers from it. And
look at that.
I shot my viewership average way up.
That was good.
Yeah.
You know, that's perfect. That's perfect, you know.
So now my Twitch home screen has changed the banner to like, you're almost an affiliate.
How many more do you need?
I need 21 more followers.
Okay.
And 0.1 on the average viewership.
So guys, we have to start following Chauncey on his Minecraft Twitch account. Chauncey, what's the account?
Yes, twitch.tv/Pastor J Kent or Pastor CJ Kent.
That's good. That's good. So yeah, we have to change his banner again on his Twitch account. All right. So 21 more, and you know what? Not only 21 more. Don't stop at 21. Let it blow up. You know, let it be more, and just, you know, just something fun that Chauncey like to do on the side. You know, so check him out.
Definitely do.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I mean, my weekend wasn't really. Just hit the pool. It was hot. Hit the pool. That's about it. My in-laws. You know, so I mean, make some new friends in the neighborhood, you know.
I mean, we haven't been to a pool in a while, so that'd be nice.
Well, you guys come over whenever you guys want to. There's no excuse.
But you live so far away.
Oh, yeah, so far away. 5 minutes away, so far away. Oh, man. All right, Chauncey, so let's kick it off with Disney new shows.
Yes. So, obviously, if you've been following the podcast, you know that we finished up our Acolyte review.
Yes.
Because they finished the season that they were working on. But now, there's some new stuff in the pipes. And I'm actually kind of excited about it.
Which one are you excited for? I mean, there's a lot of shows.
Okay, so
shows
specifically, there are 2 shows that are coming up that I'm especially stoked for. First one, a new Star Wars show.
Lego Star Wars?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, because that one comes out for Disney next month, September.
I literally didn't even know about that.
September 13th.
I used to love me some Legos, but I don't follow it now.
It's called Lego Star Wars Rebuilding the Galaxy, I think it is, or Rebuilding whatever. I forgot what it was. Yeah.
Makes sense. No, there's a new live-action Star Wars show coming from Disney, and it debuts on December 3rd.
Okay.
It's called Skeleton Crew.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and basically following some kids from a planet who find themselves a starship buried underground, and through some happenstance, get themselves lost in space aboard this starship. So, yeah, it's kind of got a cool vibe to it. Apparently, they've got some known actors coming up. Jude Law is going to be portraying a Jedi.
What?
From...
I mean, I like Jude Law, but come on.
And yeah, I mean, could it potentially be disappointing like most of the other stuff that Disney does? Yeah, maybe. Is Disney really good at making excellent hype advertisement that like gets you super psyched for stuff?
Yes.
And then just lets you down when they actually execute? 100%.
Yes.
But I'm going to throw caution in the wind. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, just to give it a try, you know? I mean, not everything that's Disney throws out there is bad, you know? So,
right.
So
like, it could be good. Obi-Wan was good.
Obi-Wan was good. Yeah. I mean, Mandalorian was good.
Oh, yeah. Mandalorian was spectacular.
I love Mandalorian.
And what was the other one with the guy?
What guy?
Andor. That's the one.
That one I haven't seen.
That one was a slow burn at first, but it got good.
That one I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen that one.
It's not like everything they do is terrible.
No, yeah, it's definitely not, you know. Some of the Marvel stuff is pretty good, you know.
Yeah. Loki.
Loki was really good.
Loki was low-key good.
You know what? So see what you did there. Yeah. You know what was good, and I believe that they should maybe do like a continuation to it. Mm-hmm. Werewolf. Marvel's Werewolf. It was black and white.
The weird monster.
Oh, that was so good, black and white.
Okay.
And
I watched it because it was on the timeline or whatever, but
and the Monsters Man thing.
Okay.
He's tough. He's good, tough. But yeah, Werewolf was actually really good, especially
I'm
the black and white.
For them to like tie everything together.
Yes, exactly. You know, so now I don't know if you remember if you watched WandaVision.
Yeah.
Okay. So remember Agatha?
Yep.
The witch?
Yeah.
So she's coming out with her own show. Comes out next month as well.
Okay.
September. Agatha.
That was the second one on my list.
Okay. Yeah. So Agatha's coming out. That's once again.
Agatha All Along is the official name of the show.
Yes.
That one actually comes out September 18th.
18th. That's right. Yeah. September 18th. So.
Definitely come out.
What, 2 years later after WandaVision came out? Almost 3, I want to say? Almost 3, right? So yeah, so they finally kind of trying to tie in some loose ends there, so that's pretty good. Hopefully it's good.
I think it will be. After watching the preview, I literally like went on Google and it's like, when did Wanda die?
Yeah, so.
And then I remembered the movie that happened, and I was like, okay, I gotcha.
Yep.
But yeah, that one looks really cool too. Also has some known actors in it.
Yes.
Aubrey Plaza pops up. If you don't know who that is, she was in Parks and Rec.
Yes.
Most famously. And some guest appearances and other stuff, shows and what have you. So
Yeah. What other one do you have there, Chauncey? What other show?
That was it.
That was it?
All along. Yeah.
Just those two?
Those two. That's what I had.
Oh, come on, man. There's Daredevil coming out March 1st of 2025.
Is it Ben Affleck?
Reborn? No. Daredevil Reborn? No.
Then it's probably going to be good.
No. It's the Daredevil from the last one that came out on Netflix.
Okay.
That series Netflix. That was a great show.
Okay.
Ironheart comes out 2025. Ironheart. She's the new Iron Man.
Yeah.
You remember watching
from the movie
from Black Panther Part 2?
Yeah.
That's Ironheart. Yep. Spider-Man, the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Wait, there's a new Spider-Man coming?
Yep, series, which is a cartoon series, but it comes out, yes.
Okay.
And then there's a kids show called Win or Lose, which is a baseball team who's heading into a championship series. And then it leads you into all the perspective of all the players' point of view.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. It's like one story told in different points of view.
Okay.
You know,
so
almost like
Phone Booth.
Yeah, almost like also like, you know, Mark, Matthew, John, and Luke, you know?
Okay.
Different point of view. Same story, different point of views.
Well, sort of.
Yeah, I guess sort of, right now?
So, the books are very different.
Which ones?
All of them.
No,
yes.
man.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, so they're, I mean, a lot of them cover the same events.
Yeah, it covers the same events, yeah.
John, in particular, has a more spiritual focus.
Yes, yeah.
Matthew is written in a more traditional style because it's meant to appeal to like a more Jewish audience. And then Luke is completely after the fact. So it's more like documentary style.
From other eyewitnesses and stuff like that.
It's literally a third party account.
Correct.
Like, he wasn't there for anything, but he's like interviewing people that were.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I guess
very different books.
Yeah,
but yeah, they cover the same events.
They go a lot of the same stories in it.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, so come on,
but a lot of them are different too.
Come on,
when it says like they fed the 4,000, they fed the 5,000. That's two different.
Oh yeah,
stories.
that's true. Yeah.
So don't get them mixed up. Jesus can feed 9,000 people if he wants to.
More than that. So
yeah, well, I mean, that's just the men. The women and children also.
Yeah. He did the Thanos snap.
Yeah.
Feeds everybody. Not vanishes everybody, just feeds everybody.
Doesn't even need an infinity gauntlet.
For real. He does the Jesus snap. Oh, man. So, yeah, I mean, those are the shows coming out. There's probably more out there as well that we probably didn't capture, but
I do enjoy me some Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that ties into the cinematic universe.
I don't know.
Or if it's just like a standalone.
That's a good question. I don't know. What's the best Spider-Man movie that you've seen so far? Out of all the Spider-Man
So we're
movies?
talking out of all three universes, basically.
Any Spider-Man movie that you've seen. Any that they created. It could be Tobey Maguire's. It could be Andrew Garfield. It could be, what's his name? The new kid.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland's. Or it could be the Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse. You know, those.
So I still haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh my gosh.
And it would probably be that if I had seen it. Because like it just sounds so amazing.
Those have to be the best ones.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, those two are the best ones.
But since I haven't seen that, I'd probably say Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield.
Okay. I like Andrew's. I mean, I like all three Spider-Mans. You know, all three.
He's my favorite Spider-Man so far.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield was good, but I like all three of them. They haven't been.
No, Tom Holland's been great.
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire was good in the first one.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, and then part two, I didn't like what
the part. A little weird.
Part three, right? What the one when he
encounters
the Venom, the symbiote suit,
yeah, the symbiote.
Right? That Tobey Maguire character, I didn't like. He was too. I don't know. I didn't like that character he played.
His evil Tobey Maguire was just weird. Not really evil.
Yeah, he was like a jerk. I don't know. Like really standoffish, man. I didn't like that.
It was strange.
Yeah, it was strange. But so yeah. All right. So
yeah, that's what Disney's got coming up, and honestly, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
The one's not far off, so.
Agatha, September.
Look forward to some show reviews.
Lego Star Wars, Chauncey. Lego Star Wars. You got to watch that.
When is it out?
Also next month.
Okay.
9/13. So 5 days before Agatha.
All right.
So you got to check that one out.
Well, we'll see.
Lego Star Wars. I never watched.
Games are fun.
I played maybe a few of them with my nephews, but I never watched any of the Lego Star Wars stuff or any Lego Batman, Lego stuff. I never watched some of those stuff.
The only Lego anything I got into was the Star Wars stuff.
Okay.
Because
like
I was
Lego Avengers?
invested in Star Wars. No, nothing else.
No, yeah.
But I like how they don't take themselves too seriously.
Yeah, exactly. It was a joke, so it was good. I like that.
There was a scene in one of the games where it's a recreation of a scene from episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
You have Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan jump off a bridge, and then in the actual movie, they both throw on their lightsabers and kill a bunch of droids or whatever. Well, in the Lego version, Qui-Gon turns on his lightsaber, starts killing droids, and Obi-Wan's lightsaber fails to turn on.
Oh, Lord.
So he sits there, is messing with his lightsaber, trying to turn it on, and by the time he gets it on, all the droids are dead.
Qui-Gon is just... That's
so
good. That's good.
So, Lego writers, you just keep doing it.
Yes. All right. Chauncey, what's next, Chauncey?
So, next... We're doing the Halloween costumes.
You want to do couples costumes?
Yeah,
we
can
do
jump
that.
right into that.
All right, we could do that one day.
So let me pull up my site. There's a bunch on here. It's a whole Pinterest.
I only got 2 that I really like.
Okay.
I mean, you can always go through yours, but
let's start with yours, just in case.
So my two. The first one is sliced bread. So it's both of them. It's like one costume,
right?
So my wife will be a slice. I'll be a slice, but I have peanut butter on mine. She'll have jelly on hers. So when we come together and hug, we are a big peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
That's a good one, right?
All right. So the question is the peanut butter or the jelly sticky? So
No.
once you come together, you can't separate.
I can use Velcro for that.
They should do Velcro, peanut butter and jelly.
I can use Velcro for that. Yes, that'll be good. That'll be good, you know? So yeah.
What the Lord has brought together, no one shall sunder.
Unless you eat us. And the next one will be a hot dog. One of us will be the bun, and one of will be the wiener. You know, so
how would that work exactly?
Like
once you come up behind the wiener,
give a hug. Yeah, I mean, big old bun, just open it up, and then the hot dog, just give a hug. That's it.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
And then we need a couple of friends will be either relish or the ketchup or the mustard. You know, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Could be good.
You know?
Could be good.
So maybe.
So here's the question. Who would be the bun and who would be the wiener?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'll be the wiener, she'll be the bun.
For some reason, that seems to make sense to me.
Yes, it does. So yeah. So peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a hot dog.
Okay.
All right. I mean, that's all I had. I mean, that's the one that caught my attention because everything else to me is like they had. I know I saw. They had some Lord of the Rings stuff, and then they had some The Incredibles, Mr. Incredible, and Mr. Elastigirl.
Okay.
You know, stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not into that. No, I'm good.
Yes.
It's not funny.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna scroll down the list here. And they start with a banger. The Colonel Sanders and a chicken.
Is he going to be cutting the chicken?
I mean, there's just a chicken standing next to him, so I'll turn the computer so you can actually see.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, so I like that one. Especially if you're a KFC fan. Might be the way to go. Who knows? We have the classic Miss Kermit and Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
For
Is that Mars Attack? It is Mars Attack.
Yeah, that's Mars Attacks.
It is Mars Attacks. Oh man, that's good.
We have, if you're a Batman fan, the Riddler and Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy, okay.
This one's good if you like Pokemon. There you have
Ash and
Pokemon
Pika.
Trainer, and Pikachu. And you could make that a little more generic, like any Pokemon Trainer and any Pokemon, really. We have
Top Gun over there.
Maverick and Goose.
Nice.
Yep. Jasmine and Aladdin. Obviously, Beetlejuice and Lydia. Mario and Luigi. Buzz and Jessie. Woody and Buzz. I don't know what that one's supposed to be.
That's Chucky? Yes, Chucky, yeah.
Okay.
That's Chucky and Chucky's Bride.
Yeah.
That's
This is something from It.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
Okay, we've got Shrek and Lord Farquaad.
That was good.
That was very good.
That was really good.
That looks like...
That's from Money Heist.
Okay.
The show Money Heist on Netflix.
I'm not familiar with that, so...
Yeah.
We have Ken and Barbie in their boxes.
In the boxes.
It's always fun. Football player, cheerleaders, kind of lame. Cop and criminal. The parents from Addams Family.
Mm-hmm.
Classic. Joker and Harlequin.
Oh, that was cool.
Okay.
That's
Max and Roxanne.
Roxanne,
from a Goofy movie.
Yeah.
Definitely
that was
a good
cool.
one. Definitely a good one.
Somebody should be Powerline. That would have been good.
But who would be like his couple?
That's a good one, yeah. Who would be?
Powerline is his own couple.
It's his own self. I mean, we could probably do Goofy.
Maybe Powerline and his posse, like his fans.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that's...
His dancers.
That's more than a couple's costume. That's like
The entourage.
the whole entourage. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Is that,
Yeah, that is Gru, and then the other villain from the first
From the first one, yeah.
I don't remember his name.
Vector? Was it Vector?
I think it's Vector. That
Right?
sounds right. Correct us if we're wrong in comments or wherever you communicate with us.
Ratatouille.
Yep, we've got Remy and the chef kid.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Yeah, he's not really the star of the movie, so.
I forgot his name.
We've got Tarzan and Jane, Alice and the Mad Hatter, Beauty and the Beast, but they mixed it up. The guy is dressed as
Yeah.
Belle and the girl is the Beast. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this one is a bit of a throwback, but it is the two main characters from White Chicks.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yeah, it is Vector.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so.
White Chicks is good. That's a good movie. Is that
got the
that Patrick
Incredibles.
and Mr. Krabs?
Oh yeah, Patrick and Mr. Krabs. You could also do SpongeBob or really any of the characters from that, honestly.
I'm seeing a lot of Beetlejuice.
Yeah, that seems to be a popular one. There's a movie coming out for that, isn't there?
Yeah, it's coming out soon.
Han Solo and Princess Leia.
That's played out.
That's classic.
Yeah, but it's played out.
You have the twins from The Shining.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a couple of the monsters from Real Monsters.
If you don't remember All Real Monsters, I'm sorry. Just uncheck yourself from our following because come on, Nickelodeon, All Real Monsters,
so
it was good.
It's
It
so
was
good.
good. It was good.
You've got Homer and Bart from The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that Bob Ross and a painting.
Yes.
I
Bob
like
Ross
that.
and the painting.
I like that.
So my wife showed me another one. It was Bob Ross and a happy little tree.
That's cool.
We have Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
What happened to them?
They made a bunch of spin-off movies, like Land Before Time style, and I stopped following after like the second one, as I did with Land Before Time. You have Cat Dog,
Cat Dog.
for anyone who remembers that show.
Nickelodeon. Another one from Nickelodeon.
We have Lilo and Stitch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see what else I recognize here.
That's on Black Swan, the movie.
Okay, there's
Yeah.
Thor and Loki.
Oh, look, it's a Velociraptor.
And
And
Nidri.
see, dude,
I had actually thought that might be a good one. I'm happy
That
to
was
see it
good.
on here.
that was good. Oh, it's from that movie Kick-Ass.
Oh yeah, and Hit Girl.
Yeah, that was a good movie. That was a good couple of movies they made.
Yeah.
That was good. They're from. It's not Mad, right? No, not Mad.
I don't know what that's from.
Oh my gosh, I forgot what they're from.
All right, you got Superman and Wonder Woman. That's pretty.
Fred and Wilma.
Okay, two of the characters from the game Guess Who, Maria and Alfred.
I haven't played Guess Who in a long time.
All right, you have a New York tourist and Statue of Liberty. Then Fred and Wilma Flintstone.
Mm-hmm.
The Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
duo.
Yeah, Jesse and what's the guy's the main character? I know Jesse is his partner, but I forgot the main character. Oh my god, that's horrible.
The one who knocks.
Yeah, yeah.
Marty and Doc from Back to the Future. Austin Powers and literally any of his female co-stars.
Seriously,
Cookie Monster and a Cookie.
that was good.
That one's good. Good.
Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
Big Bang Theory.
Yes. Sheldon and I forget her name. His love interest that they introduced.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look who it is! Harry and Lloyd, Dumb and Dumber, with the blue and orange suit
Yeah. Oh yeah.
from part 1. Harry and Lloyd, that's good.
Nice. What else we got? A couple of the Mystery Inc. crew.
Mm-hmm.
And you can mix and match according to your preference on that.
I saw when I was looking.
Blue and the guy from Blue's Clues.
Steve. When I was going through some of the costumes earlier as well, I saw they had some Office characters.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
Yeah. All right, we've got
The Smurfs.
an astronaut and support crew. Obviously, Rapunzel and Flynn.
Yeah.
I literally just watched it the other day, so I should
That was good.
better. You have Carl and the kid from Up. I actually saw one where it was Carl and the house from Up.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they made a cardboard house, and I think they actually had it attached to balloons.
So
He just traveled with it.
That's
like on a
cool.
string. Smurfs. Peter Pan, Tinkerbell. So it was, Thing 1, Thing 2.
that's an old one too. Mickey Mouse
Anna
and Minnie.
and Olaf. Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Jack Skellington and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. And
Batman and Catwoman. Yeah.
And then just a couple more repeats, but yeah, there's some good ones on there. Definitely give you some ideas for Halloween if you are a couple and you need an idea. There's also Doctor and the game that you play, where you're like taking the little plastic bone pieces out of the thing. And trying not to hit the edge.
Yeah. Oh my god. Operation. Yeah.
It's literally like the operation person,
Yeah.
and then like a doctor trying to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
So which one are you gonna be?
Oh, that's entirely up to my wife. She'll probably pick, and we'll just do that. So
Okay.
could be anything.
All right.
Could be anything.
Peanut butter and jelly, I guess, for me.
I
Okay.
was thinking you should be a lumberjack and I'll be a tree.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we did see that one.
I saw that on Pinterest and it was actually really cute.
There you go.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Lumberjack and tree.
Yeah, the
And
girl
then-
had like a fall dress and then she made like a tree crown. It was cool.
And then you could carry a box of lumberjack flapjack mix, and also the brownie paper towel with you carry that around too. Hey, the
I
lumberjack.
could. Maybe just have a box of Apple Jacks with me.
There you go.
Why not?
All right, guys. Share with us your costumes, your couples costumes, ideas.
Yeah. Well, did we name yours? Do you have something more creative than even that? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. Definitely. Chauncey, what is next? I think we're doing alternate realities,
I believe that is the case.
right? Yeah, alternate realities. All right.
So, how are we altering reality first of all?
So, have you watched The Man in the High Castle?
No.
Have you heard of that show?
Nope.
Oh my gosh. You're into sci-fi stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You should definitely watch this show.
What is it called?
The Man in the High Castle.
The Man in a High Castle.
In the High Castle.
In the High Castle.
Yes.
Okay.
So, think about what if the Germans, the Nazis, would have won World War.
Okay.
So basically, in this show, The Man in the High Castle, half of the U.S., or 3/4 of the U.S., is owned by the Germans.
Okay.
And then the whole West Coast is Japan. It's owned by Japan.
Okay.
There's still Americans living here,
Right.
of course, but the whole West Coast is all Japan. Central to East Coast is all German owned. And they, of course, they collab and stuff like that, but still Americans live here, but now it's the United States of Germany, I guess. Deutschland, I guess, But, so that kind of alternate reality,
Okay.
if what historical event would be different nowadays if it was to be in a different outcome back then,
Interesting.
But listen, if you guys have not watched The Man in the High Castle, please watch that show. It's really good. Really good.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I think if that was the case, mechanics would be screwed because our vehicles would just never break down. Between German and Japanese engineering,
I agree. What else? But let me see what idea out there. What if, okay, let's say, what if Jesus was born in the U.S. and not in Israel?
Same time period?
Same time period.
Not that many people to talk to.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's the same thinking. So the gospel has to be really been traveling a lot more.
So he would have been here with the Native Americans.
Yes.
Basically. Which would be interesting.
Which will be a Native American Jesus.
Yeah, so they would have ended up being Christians.
Yes. Or the chosen ones.
Right.
No, per se.
So yeah, that would be interesting because like obviously they'd have absolutely no context for who he was at all.
Yeah.
So he'd have a lot more explaining to do when he got here.
That's true. All right. But let's take it back further now. Let's take it back to the creation of man then. What if Adam and Eve were born here in the United States?
I mean, okay, now we're talking pre-flood.
Yeah.
There's no evidence that they weren't born in the United States.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the structure of the land changed a lot after the flood.
That's true.
And the ark landed where it landed, so.
The ark landed in, let's say, Jamaica.
If the ark landed in Jamaica, I think the whole Tower of Babel thing might have been a little bit more difficult.
Very difficult.
Like
yeah.
you could have made everyone's language confused, but like not sent them to the corners of the earth. So.
Moses would have parted the Atlantic Ocean, cut from Jamaica to Florida.
That's a long walk.
To Florida.
That's a long walk. The Red Sea is
Yeah,
not nearly the Atlantic Ocean.
Nah. Just joking around there. But okay, so something more serious. Okay, so let's say that JFK wouldn't have not gotten assassinated.
Okay. Space program would be in a much better shape than it is now.
You think so?
He is a big supporter of the space race.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I don't know that we would even have had the shuttle program at all, because that was a Hoover thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I also think that the whole segregation thing would have been different, would have been ended sooner with him, because I know that he was pro, union and stuff, like everybody being, like together and unified. Yeah. So definitely, yeah. I mean, that would be a good time period. There's also a show where, what's his name? James Franco.
Okay.
He's a time traveler and he goes back. It's in Hulu.
Okay.
He goes back to the time of JFK, back and forth. He time travels back and forth to try to go. He goes down the whole rabbit hole, trying to figure out who killed JFK.
Okay.
And
so always that same time period.
Yeah. So he travels back and forth in time and stuff like that. So it's a really good show as well. If I can get you the name of it, I forgot the name of it, but it's good.
Interesting.
Those two shows you need to check out. Once again, Man in the High Castle, and the other one, I'll find for you the name. But yeah, that's a good show. Actually, I'm going to watch it this weekend again because I did like it. I'll tell you right now what it is, the name of the show.
Actually, a show that's really good for this concept. It's older now, but I think it does a really good job of exploring this whole idea of alternate realities. Is the show Sliders.
I haven't seen that one.
It's good. So
I've seen that one.
The main character invents this device that allows him to jump in between dimensions. And he and a couple of his friends go to explore it, and they kind of get lost. And they're trying to find their way home. So
the name of the show is, sorry to cut you off, is 11/22/63.
Okay.
That's the name of the show. And
you
can find it.
You couldn't remember it.
Yeah. You can find it on Hulu. And so once again, it's Jane Franco going back in time, trying to avert the death of John F. Kennedy. So it's good.
It's going to be hard to take him seriously as anything besides.
Oh no, he does good. He does good in the show. Believe me, it's a good show.
Okay.
It's a really good show. Makes you wonder and you go down the rabbit hole stuff, man.
Yeah.
Your mind just goes, so it's good. But back to your show, Sliders.
Yeah. Basically, so they go through it once and kind of get lost because there's a time limit to go back. The thing has to recharge or whatever.
Okay.
So interesting mechanics, but like each dimension that they jump into, like just one thing is different somewhere in the history, and it's like changed the reality in like so many different ways.
Okay.
So like there's realities that are very similar to the one that we know, with just like a couple differences, like maybe the stats on a baseball player's card or something, like they missed a hit instead of hitting a hit, and that's like a whole different dimension. Barely perceptible differences.
You made me think about the sports almanac in Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, I wish I had the almanac, man. I'll be a millionaire, billionaire, whatever it is.
And then there's obviously ones that are more encompassing, like if America had lost the Revolutionary War and like America was still a colony of England.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. But you know what's funny about that? We still pay taxes, royalties to England. So we still owned by England somewhat. Somewhat. But you still pay taxes to them. Anyways, that's something different. Don't want to go in that rabbit hole now.
There's all kinds of random stuff.
Yeah.
But it does a good job of looking at the process for like multiple like alternate reality creation. Basically, any decision made by any person or like any possible outcome of any multiple outcome process leads to the creation of multiple realities. So like your decision about what to eat for breakfast this morning, several multiple realities.
So
in each one, you ate something different.
What? Okay.
And it branches from there. It's kind of the whole Loki thing.
Okay.
If you've seen the end of that.
So it's just a timeline, but the timeline has different branches off. It branches off. Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right. There's a show on Apple. Remember the name? I'm horrible with names, man.
Just tell me about shows I can't watch.
Why can you watch this show?
I don't have Apple.
I'll give you my Apple.
I'm not getting an Apple subscription until they sponsor this podcast.
Okay. Fair. Okay. Please, Apple. I want my friend Chauncey to watch shows, so please sponsor us.
I would really like that too, actually. So yes, please sponsor us.
But there's a show on Apple called Dark Matter.
Okay, I have heard of that.
So he has to go back to save his family, but he opens all these different doors and different realities.
Right.
So now he gets stuck in these different realities. So he's trying to find a way back now to his real world.
Yeah.
His real reality. So I haven't watched it yet, which I want to start watching it sometime next week, hopefully.
Sounds cool.
But yeah, so I like these different ideas of different realities, of what could have been if this happened differently, even like with my own life. What if I would have chosen not to move over here? Where would I be? What would I be doing? Stuff like that. Just things like that, So that's cool. That's cool stuff.
Yeah, I like to look back and just see like all the things that had to happen to get me to where I am right now.
Yeah. Now I don't regret anything because everything happened for a reason, for a purpose. But it's just my mind wandering,
Yeah.
So that is cool. So give us any alternate reality that you'd like to see. It could be science fiction, or it could be reality, like something happened in history, or whatever it is. Just share one of your alternate reality concepts with us, and
just pick a thing, change it, and kind of imagine what it would look like as a result of that change.
Yeah. What if Barney wasn't purple? What if it was blue?
I think most things would be the same.
What if the Hulk wasn't green?
Most things would be the same, I think.
Do you think so?
I think so.
What if the Smurf weren't small but tall?
Again, I think most things would be the same.
Okay, I'm gonna see.
Like some songs would be a little bit different.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Obviously, marketing would be a little different. But...
Cool. All right, Chauncey. Last segment we have going on here is guilty pleasures.
Yes.
Guilty pleasures. What are your guilty pleasures, or share whatever is a few of them, and I'll share mine as well. Or we could just alternate.
That's a good question. That's a good question. So right now, it's hard because I don't really feel guilty about any of the stuff.
Oh, I forget about some of mine. I forget about some of mine.
I guess there's a video game that I play sometimes right now that's kind of a guilty pleasure. Because, like, I feel like I should be playing the games that I'm streaming and, like, working on stuff in those. But, like, it's just so fun. You have to play it sometimes. And that's City Skylines.
You know what? I was going to download that for my PS5.
It's so good.
I love building games.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's described as a spiritual successor to SimCity.
Okay.
So it's very much in that vein. It feels very much like a much better version of SimCity. They recently came out with a second one, which had a lot of technical problems and issues, so they're still kind of recovering from that.
Okay.
They fixed a lot of it, is what I'm hearing, but yeah, the price tag is still too high on it for me to bother, and there's just so much content I haven't even touched in the first one. So
all right. So now that you brought it up, I'm gonna then definitely download it then from a PS5.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I have the PS5 pass and it's free to download.
I mean, if it's free, then
yeah, I'm just gonna.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know how it ports to the PS5 compared to the PC, but
that's true. But hey,
it's free.
Yeah, I like that. Cool.
It's definitely worth checking out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let me see. One of my guilty pleasures is every night I sit on the couch
Okay.
thinking that I will fight through my sleep and not fall asleep on my couch. But I fall asleep on my couch every single night, wake up around 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning, and then go to bed. Watching TV. I'm like, no. I'm like, babe, go to bed. I'll be in bed soon. I can fight through this. I'll make it. I won't fall asleep. She goes, yeah, sure. Every night she tells me the same thing. Yeah, sure. You're going to fall asleep. I'm not. No, I'm not. Man in denial. Pride. But hey, I always fall asleep.
Actually, we do this together.
No. Lily goes, I'm going to bed. You can stay out here.
We will literally be watching something, and, like, one of us will fall asleep, and by then the other person is usually too tired to, like, care to get up and go to bed, so they'll just also fall asleep on the couch, and then we'll wake up at, like, midnight or 1 or whenever it is.
Exactly, yeah. You wake up.
Force ourselves to actually
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. Every night the same thing. Okay, I'm lying. Not every night. It's funny though. I want to say Saturday night going to Sunday morning. That's when I go to bed. That's the only time I go to bed. I don't know why. I mean, I know I got church tomorrow morning. Yeah, but still though. But I mean, I wake up every morning, no matter what, at 7 o'clock in the morning. So what's the difference? But I don't know. Saturday night to go to Sunday, I always go to bed. I'm like, babe, I'm going to bed. She goes, it's 11 o'clock. Yeah, I'm going to bed. She goes, you go to bed like around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock during the weekdays. And you got to work next morning. I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to bed.
The man has his priorities set correctly. He knows what's important. You be conscious the following day for church.
It's just, I don't know. I guess I put my priorities God first.
Maybe you're just afraid that, like, if you're not well rested on Sunday, you'll fall asleep in church.
Oh, that's horrible. And I snore. You know. In the back snoring. Pastor Luke and Pastor might be like, is that Ray back there snoring?
They'll just be like, I guess we're done here.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. All right, Chelsea, what's another one of yours?
All right. So I haven't done it for a while, but one thing that I like to do, and yeah, I admit it's completely pointless, but, like, I like to work on things for a role-playing game that I do not currently play, have no intention of ever playing again.
Okay.
And, like, have barely played in the past. It's just fun to, like, build stuff for the game.
So speaking of building stuff for the games, how's your game coming along, the one you make building?
Yeah, so I hit some roadblocks on that. And it's kind of permanently shelved.
Why?
Yeah, it's just, I don't have the knowledge I need to make it do what I want it to do. No, I don't.
You have the knowledge, Johnson. You have the knowledge.
And I don't have the time.
Okay, time is different.
To get the knowledge. And
time is different. Knowledge is good. You're good on knowledge. Time is different now. Yeah, I can understand time. But knowledge, you got that knowledge.
Yeah, no, I'm focused on the streaming. Maybe we'll come back to it.
All right.
Once things are.
Is it because of lack of tools, maybe, resources?
No, I mean, I have the tools and the resources. It's like I have tutorials that I can go through to like learn different stuff, but like I think the engine I was trying to use to make the game is not like the right engine.
Okay.
So to make it do what I want it to do, number one, like I have to figure out graphic and like 3D modeling.
Okay.
To actually make the models that I need for the game, because what I need isn't out there. And then I also need to like find a different engine that does what I need it to do.
Okay.
Because like I need the one I'm using it works on a grid, but it only uses whole numbers. So I need stuff that will use decimal points, so I get nice smooth movements
to be
of, like,
more precise,
stars and stuff.
Okay.
Because right now, like when things rotate or orbit, they're like jumping.
Okay.
Because it has to round to a whole number to fit on the grid.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And so that basically just means restarting the whole thing, and I'm not ready for that.
I mean, but you have everything that you have the idea as to what you want to do with it. So, yeah, I know. You just start from scratch. It's kind of frustrating, I guess. At first, you'd be like, that's a lot of time I spent, and now to spend more time to start it off again on another engine, so yeah, I hear you.
So,
okay,
that's kind of where I was with that. Like I said, maybe we'll come back to it.
Okay.
One of the games I'm streaming is actually programmed in the same language that I was using to do my game. So, I don't know.
And is that one kind of smooth? Did it run smooth?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
Well, I guess it depends on who you ask. Some people would say that it doesn't always run smooth.
Right.
But, that's just them griping.
People are just picky because everything is so smooth nowadays with TV and games and everything. So
yeah, I mean, as far as like the look of it, it's smooth.
Okay.
It's just some of the mechanics and stuff people don't like. Like, why are things this way? It shouldn't be this way. It's like, well, this company is a game developer. They need to make money, so
yes,
that's why it's this way.
Yes.
Plus, if you want your economy in game to work, this is how it works. So
I agree. And see here, one of my other guilty pleasures, which my wife calls me weird, my kids call me weird about it, is I like driving in the car in dead silence.
Okay.
Unless I'm in the mood for my 80s genre music. Sure. Other than that, I don't care what else. Either 80s or dead silence.
Okay, that's
and
funny.
I love it.
That's funny that you would say that, because I have done this. And I used to drive a car with a broken radio.
Okay.
And it didn't have CD player or cassette tape or 8-track player or any kind of Bluetooth anything.
But my car has everything that functions.
I know. I'm just, I got very used to driving in silence. And then even when I had a car that had a working radio, before I was married, because my wife will put on music and we'll listen to music. And I don't mind it that there's music on. But before I met her, even when I had a working radio, it was off. And I would just drive and think about stuff.
And that's me. And that would probably throw us into the PSA later on, but even when I drive from here to Miami, which is a 3-hour drive, if I'm driving it alone, I'm in silence. Yeah. And I love it.
Yeah, this was during college. So I would drive from Sarasota to Kissimmee, Florida. It's 2.5, 3 hours, depending on traffic. And
so Lily goes to me, babe, you weird. She goes, I'm like, it's just something that I've.
Yeah, it feels like it goes super fast.
Yeah, and my mind's just wandering, But hey, so that's one of my, and so I try not to do it with people in the car.
Yeah.
Because it's awkward moments.
People don't understand.
Get in my head. See what I see, hear what I hear. You got another one, Chauncey?
Yeah, I think I've got one more.
Okay.
And this is one that, it's just a weird one. And it's another one of those, it makes no sense. But I like to, when they're doing the beginning of the year stuff for school starting.
Okay.
I like to go and buy spiral notebooks while they're retardedly cheap. But I'll get like a ton of them.
And do what with them?
Nothing. That's the thing. I'm like, they're 15 cents. Like, surely I will have a use for them eventually.
Why not just give them to the schools then?
Maybe I should.
That's it. I mean, using one right now.
I am using one right now that I pulled off the pile yesterday.
You see?
It has 1 page of writing. 1 page out of 70.
That's
that's
good.
our dog. She likes to participate in the podcast.
That's
too,
fine.
So.
Let her bark. She's fine.
But yeah, so I would get them last year. I think they were 15 cents or 25 cents, something like that. And I was like, I literally had to negotiate with my wife. I was like, just let me get 2 sets from Walmart and 2 sets from Target. So I have like, and by sets I mean just like one of each color.
Oh my gosh.
And it's usually like 5 different colors.
So question.
I got 20 notebooks last year, and I think I've used maybe 5.
So question.
And not to like completely, like just literally written in them at least once.
All right, so question. When you were younger, remember the Anne Franks and the Chapter Keepers and all that kind of stuff?
Uh-huh.
Did you also used to buy them and collect them?
No, didn't care.
Okay. I actually love Chapter Keepers.
Okay.
I actually love getting different designs, like the comic ones or whatever. It could be Batman or the X-Men, whatever, or just colorful stuff. It's pretty cool. And take them to school, hold it. Come on, I was like in 2nd grade. I put bag. I used to love Chapter Keepers. Mm-hmm. You know, of course, the girl like the Anne Frank one, like the colorful ones,
yeah.
for that. So they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know, I remember all those stuff back in the days.
I think mine ties into the role playing game thing, because like I'll write out the stuff in notebooks.
But they'd use Balo just shoot.
But yeah. So like, since I haven't been doing that, I haven't been using them, but I still buy them.
Okay. All right.
It's such a good deal. Like you get 20 notebooks and it's like $5.
You know what's crazy that you bring that up? I actually have a whole bunch of notebooks that were growing up that I haven't done it in maybe 15, 20 years. Mm-hmm. But growing up as a kid, I was always into comics.
Okay.
So I wanted to create my own comic book. So I always had notebooks where I write down my own, like I'll create my own characters. Mm-hmm. You know, I wouldn't draw them. I'll just write down, you know, their abilities, their names, what a suit would look like, or the outfit, whatever it is, you know, what they could do, what they can't do, you know, what part of the team they were, or were they good or bad. And I have a list of different characters with different, you know, description and the characteristics of that character. Okay. And just notebooks. But I never did anything with them.
Right.
I'm like, why not just create a story or a book or anything? Nope, never created anything. You just
that's literally the role playing thing.
That's all I did.
Create characters for the game and
that is
never use them.
Yeah, that's all I did. Oh man. But yeah. So my last guilty pleasure is I could sit for hours, and if you don't stop me, watching fighter jet videos on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, whatever it is, especially Blue Angel stuff. Mm-hmm. If it's a Blue Angel doing the shows, I love that, you know. But just me, I just sit there and I'm like, wow. So bad that I got Luli into it, and Luli also liked Blue Angels now. So I was like, she's like, oh, this is so cool. I want to go see them now. I'm like, so we go once a year to go see them, you know, at least, you know, somewhere in Florida. Yeah. Last time we went out to Vero Beach on the East Coast. So, but I just love fighter jets. So, yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Blue Angels are really cool. Very, very precise pilots.
Yes.
It's kind of insane.
Yes, and
how close they fly. And
do you know how close they get?
Oh, they're inches apart.
6 inches apart.
It's insane.
And they're diamond.
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys don't know about the Blue Angels or are interested in knowing about the Blue Angels, watch a new documentary that came out back in May on Prime. Amazon Prime. It's a documentary on them and it shows you how close they fly. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Oh, it's absolutely.
Listen,
it's absolute madness.
It's having nerves of steel, man, because any gust of wind could just make you hit wings.
You're constantly adjusting and.
Oh my gosh. And they're going at 400 miles an hour, 600 miles an hour in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Right. Being that close.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous, but hey.
Yeah, it's a very tight formation.
Yes, it is. Chauncey, I think we're at the end of our show.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. I know you wanted to share a PSA.
I did. So I want to take a more serious tack with this one.
Yes.
And just do a little talk about mental health, because it's something that affects a lot of people.
Yes, it does.
And it's something to take seriously. So if you are out there and you are struggling, don't feel bad about getting help. Because, like, I've seen a counselor before. I know plenty of people who have, and it's funny how hard people fight it. They're like, oh, I don't need help. But, like, you always feel so much better when you're done.
Yes, that's true.
And I'm not talking like heavy therapy or like
No.
years of expensive psychologists or whatever. Like, just talk to a counselor. Your pastor, if your church doesn't have a specific counselor, or like a counselor if they do, like any of that. I did look up some resources just in case there is anyone out there struggling with this kind of stuff. First place to check would probably be Focus on the Family's website. They have an absolute ton of links and helpful resources talking about anxiety, depression, trauma, and all kinds of other stuff. And then obviously if you need a more immediate conversation with someone, they also have a counseling hotline that is completely free. That's 1-855-771-4357. So you can call that Monday through Friday between 6 and 8 p.m. And then obviously if you need help outside those hours, there's crisis hotlines not associated with Focus on the Family. You can call or text the number 988. And it literally gets you in touch with like a crisis hotline any time of day. So, or they have a website also where you can like chat with them, and that's 988lifeline.org.
Yeah, and just know that you guys nobody here is alone.
Yeah. Like no matter what you're going through, there are people there that are ready and willing to help. One of the things that they talk about in EVE Online, one of the games that I stream, is that nobody flies alone.
That's
and
right.
A lot of people have in their bio literally links to the crisis hotline and other resources, just so, if anyone is struggling for any reason, there's people there for you. So
yes, you're not alone. And that's what I was saying, like, and one of my guilty pleasures, driving on quiet,
Mm-hmm.
I suffered from anxiety and depression and stuff like that. And I've seen a few, counselors and stuff like that growing up. I had a few panic attacks and stuff like that. And I'm here. I'm good now. I still suffer from some minor anxiety here and there. But I've learned how to manage it and just also because I have my faith, so,
yeah. And that's the biggest resource,
yes,
obviously.
Yes.
If you don't know Christ, then
believe me, yes, that'll be the biggest big difference. Because that gives you hope.
Yeah.
It gives you hope, and also it gives you a community of people that are willing to be there for you no matter what, at whatever time it is. So, of course, find a counselor, find some help. But I would, if you don't know Christ, yes, get to know Christ.
100%. Because talk about someone who's there for you 24/7.
Yes.
That's the guy.
That is right. Like I said, we ended it on a more serious topic, but it's a topic that we needed to share because people are struggling, especially nowadays. Because we live in this world that
there's always something going on.
Always something going on, and also in a world where everything has to happen right now. We need everything right now. I call it the microwave society. Because
100%.
Like you can't put it in the oven and bake it or let it. Microwave number minute, 2 minutes. Okay, boom. No, and we can't live like that. Let's take a step back and take a breather and enjoy what's around us. There's always joy, even in the darkest moments.
Yeah.
There's always joy. So, yeah. So, like always, if any comments, anything you want to share, questions, any concerns, anything at all, or if you're feeling alone or feeling like you need help or anything like that, send us a message,
Eclectic Corner Podcast @gmail.com.
Yep, or you can even send us a direct message on Instagram or even Facebook as well.
Yep.
All right. So we're here for you guys. And on that note, Chauncey, I guess we're out.
Yeah.
All
All right.
right.
Well, thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. Definitely check out the podcast, all the places that it is posted. Send us your comments and emails and other such messages. And have a great 2 weeks, guys.
Arrivederci.
Adios.
Adios. Yeah. Bye bye.